Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. I'm going to do an edition of a truck talk here instead of a slurp with Bill episode. Just change it up a little bit. Just trying to get off the politic gig for a little bit here, at least for one video, because my channel's turning into a red pill channel, and that's really not what I want. So we're just gonna talk. It's my Tuesday and everyone else is Sunday, and I'm letting my truck warm up right now because I gotta go to work. The time change doesn't seem to be affecting me at all. I usually get up early anyways, so I wish they'd leave it alone. Just leave the time alone. But haven't been feeling very good last couple of days. I think the allergies are getting to my lungs a little bit, because I feel like I'm on the edge of coughing. Like last year, about this time last year, I had the same issue. So I think it's something in the air. It gets to my lungs around this time of year, and it's pretty much like allergy related. So I'm dealing with that. So if I cough in the middle of talking, that's what it is. Like that. So it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it. I don't want to take no pills just because of that. All I gotta do is just take it easy. And I'm gonna wear a mask. I got a mask I'm gonna start wearing when I'm outside, because I think a lot of it's coming from dander in the air outside from wind and stuff, and maybe even possibly the trees, because spring's coming. Spring is pretty much almost here, so they could be that. But something's affecting my lungs lately, and it's making me cough. It's making my lungs feel a little tight. So that's what I'm dealing with. It sucks, but it is what it is. Life goes on. As long as my lungs still work, I'm good. So everything's okay. I think the whole getting into politics all the time, it gets to my craw, and I'm just, like I said in the other videos, I try to, there's times where I need to try to stay away from it and read into it, because it doesn't really make a difference, really, if I bitch about people bitching about it, so there's other things I should be talking about besides that. And I did want to touch a little bit on how my sobriety is going and what it's kind of been like. And I didn't realize the process of getting sober off of alcohol. I'm talking about alcohol in this one. The process, there's a lot of times when it felt like really good to be getting sober, because when I was drinking, I didn't feel that good a lot of the time, because of the alcohol is a poison, actually, and poisoning myself every day, it was making me feel bad, and I was having health problems and just feeling generally poor, because of it, because of the poisoning of myself. And getting dry, it felt really good, because you're so used to feeling crappy, and all of a sudden you stop poisoning yourself, and now you're having good feelings. But after time, you get used to just not having alcohol, and those kind of good feelings that you had, when you first started getting dry, when I first started getting dry, those kind of tapered off over time. I'd say after a few months, and I'm almost 11 months in here, and it's slowly started tapering off those like overly good feelings. And I think those just came from, you know, just not feeling good most of the time, because I was always, you know, saturated with alcohol. And, you know, those good feelings kind of tapered off, and you're just like back to normal. And then just every once in a while, for me, it'll hit me again, like, wow, I'm actually been sober for almost a year now. And just knowing that, and knowing that I got some control on it, that makes me feel good, you know. It's not so much I'm just physically feeling good because I'm not saturated anymore. It's a good feeling knowing that it doesn't have such a grip on me like it did before alcohol. It doesn't have a grip on me at all now. And that's a good feeling in itself, just knowing I have enough willpower to just not do it. And, you know, I broke the grip that it had on me, and just that, knowing that makes me mentally feel good, you know. And but as far as physically feeling good, those overly good feelings I was having when I first got dry, those tapered off. But generally speaking, I feel good physically. I think a lot of my good feelings I've been getting lately and will continue to get are going to be from like getting in shape, because, you know, when I go in the gym, I might not feel super good when I go in, but I still feel better than when I was saturated. You know, I feel way better than when I was drinking. I mean, I'm glad I stopped drinking, because, you know, even after those overly good feelings went away, when I first, you know, got dry, I still feel much better daily than I did when I was saturated. So, you know, I'm getting a lot of my overly good feelings nowadays from just, you know, working out, and my mental stimulation from, you know, knowing I broke the grip of being an alcoholic, you know, and a drug addict. I'm still really proud of myself for both, you know, for stopping both of those and just being normal, sober. And it is a good feeling to be normal and just sober, you know. I mean, I'm just me. I'm not anything else, you know, and I'm dealing with it. And, you know, 11 months in, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, it feels great, it feels so amazing. You know, it's not like that. You know, if that's what you're expecting, you might be a little disappointed. You know, it kind of was like that at first, but, you know, once that wore off, that pink cloud syndrome, I think is what they call it, then you're back to just square one, but you still feel better. You know, I still feel better, and I'm glad I'm doing it. And I see, you know, still people carrying on drinking and stuff. And now when I look at alcohol, mostly beer, because I never really was into like anything else but just like really good beer, you know. And then like now, 11 months in, I look at beer in every situation that I see now. I'm just thinking, okay, it's the same thing as when I was drinking. Nothing has changed, just maybe a little flavor, a little tweak of a beer, but still the same. And it, you know, if I was still drinking, it wouldn't be because it's something new, like it's a new beer and it's a new adventure with the beer. It's not really like that. It's still the same stuff, man. And if I was still drinking, I would be drinking because I'm an alcoholic, and that's what it boiled down to. And that's why I stopped, because I realized that I was not in control of my drinking, and it was causing me my health problems and issues, and my financial issues that were starting because of it, because I was spending a lot of money on beer, and I was not in the greatest of health either because of beer. And that's the main reason why I consciously decided to stop and get some control of my life, you know. And that's where I'm at with it. Got the sun peeking over the mountains there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty beautiful. The sun coming over Saddleback Mountain there, and that's such a nice scene. I like that. The time change is cool in this aspect right here, you know. So hopefully I can get through my day without feeling too allergenic in my lungs here. But anyways, I just wanted to touch base on how it is to be dry, almost 11 months in, and a year and 11 months off drugs. And you know, it's just everything is better. Everything is better, generally speaking. You know, the hardest part about it is when my brain starts to get overly active and I start getting the what ifs and start overthinking everything. That's because, you know, I'm not numbing myself anymore. I'm not masking everything by, you know, inebriating myself with alcohol and drugs. So, you know, but it's getting easy. It's getting better. It's getting better to cope. And definitely am not like having cravings for beer. Not like I was before when I first got off it. But even when I first got off it, the cravings weren't like super bad because I was just done, you know. When I kind of hit my bottom with alcohol, with beer, and that helped make it a little easier to stop. And it's just nice to be normal and not having something keep me unbalanced, you know, all the time. And that pretty much sums it up, you know. And I'm definitely going to keep going with it. And that's it, man. I'm just going to keep going. I really don't need it anymore. I'm coping without it, and that's the way I plan on keeping it. So I'm at work now. I'm going to get my day going here. And even though I got a little cough, it's an allergy cough. I'm not getting body aches or anything like that. I'm not sick. I don't have a leaky nose. It's just in my upper chest, like allergies. Feels a little tight, like almost like asthma. It could be, you know, the allergies can trigger like slight asthma. It could be that, you know, all the stuff I used to smoke, weed and meth and all that stuff I used to smoke. It could have done some, you know, possibly permanent damage to my lungs. I don't know. Hopefully not. But I remember this time last year, I was having the same type thing. And except it was worse because I was drinking. And that's another reason why I'm glad I stopped drinking, because it was always running my immune system down and making me sick. And knock on wood, I haven't even been sick this year yet. So it's definitely making a difference in my immune system. My immune system is much stronger now. The issue I'm having here is probably allergy related. You know, I'm always around greenage here. They throw off pollen and stuff that can get in my lungs. But anyways, I'm going to get my day going here and try to make it the best day I possibly can, you know, even though it's just another day in paradise. So thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. You know what to do. And we'll check you later.